Challengers, me again. I'm here to give you some helpful tips, information as you get started here in week 3. So I've met with a lot of you already, and we've discussed the secondary challenge that you have begun, which is tracking servings. Right? So we started off just writing down everything that we eat, cutting out added sugars, and now what we're going to do is really itemize that information. So as you're writing in your book, make sure that you're keeping track of the quantities as well. Don't just write eggs. Write 3 eggs, or don't just write chicken. Write 4 ounces of chicken, right? Those types of specific modifiers can help us really understand the amount of food that you're eating in a day. When we use those more vague terms, it's a lot more difficult to know the actual quantity of the food that you're eating. So be as specific as you can there. Also, now is a really good time to check in with yourself and see what kind of changes you're experiencing already. A lot of you have discussed things like energy levels totally boosted. Many of you have now gotten past feeling those withdrawal symptoms from cutting out added sugars like soda and candy and whatever else maybe your guilty pleasure was or is, because you still have treats. And a lot of you are also talking about how you just feel lighter overall, right? So let's pay attention to some of those things. How are your clothes fitting? Are they fitting any differently? Are you sleeping better? Are you experiencing higher amounts of energy, right? These are all important details that you definitely want to keep track of in your book. That's how we can really tell how your body is responding to these changes that you're making. So the more information we have, the better. On the other hand, if you feel like maybe you're not experiencing any of these positive things that I'm talking about, don't be discouraged just yet, right? What we really have begun with the 6-week challenge is just a journey toward our overall health and wellness. And in week 3, you're really just at the beginning, okay? So try not to get discouraged if you're hopping on the scale every other day, which I don't recommend, but I know some of you are still gonna do. Don't let that number keep you from progressing and keep you from doing the things that you set out to do when you began this challenge. Remember, we paid $300. We might as well give everything we have to this program. Your time, your energy, prepping your food, and trying to get adequate amounts of sleep and water throughout the day. So if you are definitely following the nutritional guidelines, right? You're eating so you're never feeling hungry, you're drinking enough water, you're sleeping as much as you possibly can, and you're exercising every chance that you get, at least 3 times a week or 4 times a week, but you could go to 5 for sure if you have that type of time. You're doing everything that you can to be successful. And that's really all that we can ask of you. Like I said, we're at the beginning, okay? So don't be discouraged right now, because your body is just starting to get used to some of these changes that you're making. So you don't want to stop short. This is no fast and easy fix. This is a lifelong journey, and you guys are just at the beginning. So definitely keep track of your servings as specifically as you can. Use those notes sections to keep track of information so that whenever we're meeting, I can really see what's going on. And keep track of those little changes, how your clothes are fitting, how your body feels, energy levels. All of those things are indicative of really awesome progress. If you guys have any questions before our next meeting, you can feel free to shoot me an email. All of you have access to my email address. Definitely utilize the Facebook page to post awesome recipes that you've come up with, motivation for one another, answering questions, anything like that. We're always here for you at Camp Rhino, so remember this week to stay Rhino tough.